So, I don't really know how to put this in other words, but Neo's kind of a weirdo. This man, right? I'm looking at the screenshots again, and I'm realizing how weird he is. Neo was talking to this one girl. We're not gonna name her because she didn't want her name to be out, and we're gonna blur her name and all that in the screenshots, okay? Neo was sexting this girl, coercing her, and just making her feel uncomfortable in DMs on Instagram. Like in one of these DMs, right? He's asking the girl when he wants to pull out. And while I was talking to this girl, I noticed that she was very uncomfortable while talking to her because she said it herself. She didn't feel like she didn't want to actually talk about this stuff. She didn't want to do this, but because she thought that Neil was gonna cut her off if she stopped, she kept going. If she didn't play along with Neo's games, Neo would ghost her for hours or days on end. And then not to mention that in literally a DM with one of his friends, he literally called her a sister. So now that has me questioning, why would you call her sister, but then continuously sext her on Instagram over and over? And don't forget, this man was having e-sex on Instagram with the same exact girl. Now I see why you and Reggie were friends at one point. The wisdom really went down to you, huh? You really learned all your tactics from Ray J, didn't you? Yeah, Ray J was the playbook, wasn't he? Oh yeah, if it wasn't enough, here's another screenshot of him talking about how he wants to be in this girl so bad. And in one of these in this group called Neil's Hangout on Discord, he says the girl's name, "Come mess with a real guy. I'm not like the others, I promise." Neil saying, "Bro, stop. You're not me." And we can go on and on and on about his gooning addiction, him gooning in a VC with JV, or we can talk about how he has an obsession with telling girls "good girl," or calling girls mommy. And if his gooning addiction isn't prominent, he's literally in a GC called GC for Freakiness. Lock in. And let me not forget about your circle. Like, just look at Mercy's Island. I don't even want to explain the screenshot. Just look at it. And here's some more screenshots from Neo's Hangout. Him being freaky, of course, because why is he never freaky? You know what I'm saying? And here's a little update while I was making this video. What in the world are they talking about? Book? Hold on. Let me read the screenshot again. Page 3 of Book of Horoscope. These are your mans, by the way. These are your people. And I just really love how you like portray yourself as a saint and all that. You're like the angel of Band Lab, and then I'm looking at these screenshots and I'm like, dang, he's really just hypocritical. He's like reflecting his own action towards other people that are doing the same thing as he is, which is really messed up. I mean, I genuinely hope you get the help that you need. And it's mainly on the level of you never wish that somebody stays in this motive. I just really want Neo to think about his actions and just improve on himself, because clearly he's not in the right headspace. There's no way he is. And of course, obviously, you know, get the help you need, you know, mentally, get the help you need physically, all that kind of stuff. But at the same time, I'm looking at these screenshots again, like I'm saying, you can't excuse this, okay? You can't be talking to girls like this, okay? If you've done this to one girl, who knows how many girls you could have done this to? Let's talk about Nia for a second. I wish I had these screenshots, but over time, he'll call Nia like a whole bunch of names, you know, out of her name and stuff in public GCs, and then maybe like an hour later, they'll like make up and stuff, which is not healthy. I'm just gonna say that right now. So I hope I hope Neo's really learning from these situations over time and like just admitting at his faults. This is a pattern, okay? I'm gonna say it like that. This is a pattern I'm seeing now. And I'm gonna blur out the names in this screenshot so that way Neo can't track them because it is one of his friends. But this is proof that Neo's a liar. I'm just gonna say that right now. He's just a little liar. He's a manipulator, okay? He's done it to K Boogie. He's done it a little bit to Mercy. He's done it to Skate, or at least he tried to do it with my boy Skate. So, just gonna let you know now, he's a liar. If he says anything about me without merch, oh yeah, he's lying. So yeah, I'm gonna hand this off to Durags, and he's gonna add some like miscellaneous stuff, you know, some stuff that wasn't really important, but it's kind of funny in my opinion. So yeah, go ahead, Durags.
Now let's get into Neo's group chat. So Neo's group chat got wiped. Neo removed everybody from his group chat. There's only a couple people that are still in his group chat. The reason that may be is because of the stuff that was going on in this group chat, of what he said. as you see probably in this picture, if you guys can see it, niggas just so horny they turn smart over some thighs. What the fuck? Later then says that he do the same for Vivi, who is like way older than him. He talks about him having a mess with someone else later. We don't need to know this. We don't want to know you're gonna have sex. We don't need to know this, considering you hang out with someone that is like younger than you, who probably doesn't even like want to know about sex. Some people in his server or in his group chat were wilding. It says, Bae got no gag reflex. She got me overly freaked out. We can also talk about Mercy's Island actually, because some people are also weird. We can't see who said this, but trying to get some ass, my dick long as fuck. People always talk about sex in that server. There's someone who's young as fuck who's on that group and who's in there, bro. Then there's more stuff about Vivi here. She flexible as fuck, she's sexy as fuck, her body tea as fuck. I'm impressed for you, babe, good job. He also talks about wanting to do OnlyFans. Or gonna do OnlyFans. Also bragging about his stats. He says a lot of weird stuff, okay? He also brags a lot. But I know the other person is probably gonna finish this rest off, because this is a long story, kind of.
I'm fucking crying right now, bro.
Anyways, yo, thank you for watching me expose Neo for being a hypocrite, of course. If you want to tune into the next Neo Expulsion, just wait for more screenshots to come out, I guess, if we have any more. Which there's probably more. So yeah, see ya.